What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by auto.nl. My name is Martin and today I'm in northern Spain near Bilbao to test the all-new SQ6. So it's not really a full review, it's more of a first impression because my time with the car is quite limited. But I have to say, first impression, just right off the bat, I think it's a very handsome car. What do you guys think? It's a very short overhang, no coupe line really, which I like. It's sort of in between. I think it's quite a nice shape. Again, little overhang at the rear. SQ6 badge right there on the B-pillar. There's also one right there. I think it's quite a handsome car really. Very sharp line in the headlight design. Yeah, I like where this is going, Audi. Great job. So on the interior, I have the same conclusion. This is more of an evolution rather than revolution, which I think is always the best approach. Very recognizable Audi interior. You really have that Audi sport vibe with the Alcantara, the bare carbon fiber we know from, for example, the R6 Performance. Really nice. All the materials, really good. So this is an SQ6, which means it's the sporty variant. You get air suspension as standard on an SQ6, and it's an option with a normal Q6. It's 490 horsepower. 0 to 100, 4.3 seconds and 230 kilometers an hour. And it's an 800 volt architecture. So this platform was developed with Porsche. So it shares it with, for example, the new Porsche Macan. And we also have this, a passenger display like with the Taycan, and I think also with the Macan, which I think it's still hilarious. It's not as bad as with the Porsche models because this screen right here is really tilted towards the driver, really driver oriented. So this is more of a separate thing with a different angle, but I still think it's hilarious. If you sit here, you can also operate this screen, right? I mean, how short would your arms actually be if you couldn't? So we have these bespoke S seats with a little red diamond stitch in there. I'm a bit disappointed that you cannot adjust the bolsters, so it's fixed in that sense, because the good news is the chassis is quite capable, and if you throw it around, you also will throw yourself around because you're not really all that snug in these seats. I would have liked it to be adjustable. Go away, little bug. You're a Spanish bug and you should stay in Spain. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Sorry guys, normally we don't do animal cruelty, but this is an exception. I have to compensate for the fact that I'm driving an EV, right? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's push drive select, and you're going to drive the route Audi has selected with me. Ooh, we get all these little sounds. So they actually did some sound design for this car, which I'm always a bit skeptical about. But here in comfort mode, as I said, air suspension is standard for the SQ. It is super smooth, and the one thing I notice is that, oh my god, there is so little noise coming from the tires, which is always a problem with EVs, of course. But this car is super silent. They have done a fantastic job. And now we just have to shut up all the safety systems, but because it just keeps beeping at me. Off. There are so many, you would not believe it. Off. Why are the buttons so tiny? Look at that. These are all safety systems. It's insane, really. Okay, where do we need to go? I guess that way. Yeah, we do. But even in, what is it, comfort mode, it's already very nice to react to your input. So both the brake pedal, throttle pedal, really nice and gradual. The steering, it is very un-Audi-like. Is that a compliment or am I bashing them? I'm not sure. I think it's a compliment because this direction is where they should go. This is a way better driving car than like the last Audi I drove. I don't even know which one it was, but this is just really good. And then like the bandwidth of the car. Let's press the drive select button and let's press dynamic. Immediately you can feel the car tightening down in every way. The throttle mapping is way more aggressive. The brake pedal is a bit more firm. The steering gets a bit more heavy. And then the air suspension, which is the masterpiece of this entire car, gets like quite firm and really tells you what is going on the road surface. So I really like that about this car, that it can be as comfortable as it is and also quite a capable vehicle in a dynamic sense. So that 490 horsepower is, you know, quite capable, but it's not like breathtaking performance. It's what it should be, I guess, and nothing more than that. So 0 to 100, 4.3 seconds. Nothing crazy nowadays, but it is sufficient for like an SQ model. Really, this is what it should be. It doesn't have to like create a vacuum on your brain or something like that. It's very good. But, you know, the chassis, the dampers, the brakes, it's the fact that they told me that Porsche co-developed this platform, but you can just conclude it when you drive the car because it drives really, really well. It is fantastic, really. I mean, in a dynamic sense, there are a lot of RS models that are less than this in a setting like this, like nice and curvy roads. It is a heavy car, of course, but it really masks its weight in these tight corners. Downside though is that I have Draggy with me, but I can't find a flat surface to do 0 to 100 with this car. It's all up and down and left and right, which is fun, but not if you want to do acceleration tests. So it is more rear-wheel driven than Audis normally are. Since we're in dynamic mode, we can also do launch control. Should be super easy. And now we finally have a little straight ahead. Okay, there we go. Just left foot on the brake, right foot on the throttle. That should be launch control, I guess. They told me to do this. I'm in dynamic mode. I don't see any ESPs. Well, there is an ESP button. Let's do that. ESP Sport. Let's do that. Sounds sporty. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that was aggressive. And there it is. What? 398? Audi, you little minx. Okay, so I guess it's a little faster than what they claim, which I always really like. Who doesn't? very good Audi. So under 4 seconds to 100. What they also changed is that they have this augmented reality thing in the head-up display, so it like projects stuff on the road, but it's a bit busy, I have to admit. So even when you drive a bit too close to the car in front of you, it will like put a projection on the car or on the road surface saying you should keep your distance. But there's a lot going on, which I don't really like. I think this car should just focus on its driving capabilities, because they are just through the roof, really. It's very good, very good. You just have to turn off all the systems and then just enjoy your drive, because wow. They say it competes with like an iX3 from BMW, but this is in a different league, really. I've seen what they call their competitors, so like a Model Y Performance, BMW iX3, stuff like that, but this is miles better, really. Brakes are also really good. You really get a lot of feedback through the pedal telling you how much there is left, how much pressure you are actually producing. The sound engineering, I'm not too sure about. I never enjoy that in an electric car, to be honest. I would be perfectly fine if it would be completely silent. Doesn't really add anything to the driving experience. So to conclude, the new Audi SQ6. I think it's a very handsome car. It drives really, really well. The interior, I think, is also like top of its class. So yeah, great job by Audi. They have done a fantastic job with this new Audi SQ6. Can't wait to drive it back home and do proper acceleration tests and stuff like that. Because, you know, it will do 230 kilometers an hour, so it's also quite Autobahn capable. And it also has that 800 volt architecture, so performance is very consistent and it won't overheat and stuff like that. So, great job by Audi. Like where this is going with the brand. For now, thank you for watching. Hope to see you at the next POV review. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right here. Go check out this video or this POV reviews playlist. Bye guys.